Hello everyone, and welcome to another Company Heroes 2 replay cast. My name is ATR, and today we're gonna have ourselves a 1v1 on Langreskaya. Our heroes today are going to be Mr. SturmTigerFrost, playing as the Soviet faction in the blue, and his opponent in the red trunks, playing as the austere faction, is Don'tKnow. And I don't know. Anyway, that's stupid. So, we have the second game now in the new patch. We see Mr. Don'tKnow right off the bat doing things that were previously impossible. And that is, of course, opening with an MG and having an MG less than a minute into the game, right? He does go for tier 1 regardless, though, and gets a Gren squad on the field, so the Grens will be coming up. And, oh, SturmTigerFrost is opening up with a sniper. We saw him building tier 1, obviously, to start with. We now have sniper play coming up for Frost. Well, I can always dream that we're going to see once again that amazing sniper game that we saw that one time. But something tells me that's not going to be the case. However, hopefully the sniper is going to be quite good, and we'll keep an eye on him. Hopefully we can even catch it when he dies, if he does die, or more likely when he dies. So anyways, Don'tKnow sending out his MG up to the center of the map to cap. Gren's behind it capping as well. Moving out and such. But yeah, I mean, that is one of the very nice things now for the austere. That ability to get that MG without any tech is just so good that it almost makes me think what the hell they were thinking. But no, I actually like it. It's pretty cool. Like, obviously all these changes, especially to the austere and the Soviets, are good because they basically breathe some fresh air, fresh life into the factions in the game that had become, rather stagnant because, well, we've been with these factions for quite a while now, several years now. I think I'm coming up on my second year casting, aren't I? When was that? I forgot. Well, I gotta check. But anyways, so MG42 hold up in the shack here. Opens up against the conscripts as they get into that house. They do deny the Grens the capping of the center munitions, but they move along their way and are going to go cap the right-hand side strategic point. The conscripts pop back in. They give vision range to the sniper. The sniper takes a shot, apparently, but it misses, as the Grens are... not Grens, the MG is moving over to the right-hand side fuel. We also have a combat engineer squad right on top of the MG. The conscripts are coming up behind it. MG will have to retreat, and it does, and the sniper is moving up and probably won't be able to do too much.
How can we help?
Who got shot? Was it these guys then? Okay, so yeah, it looks like Don'tKnow moved his Grens to the right-hand side strategic point and released the munitions because the sniper took a shot at him, not because of the conscripts. Grens in the front of the base, harassing the cutoff point. The conscripts uraying around, dodging and trying to dance around the bullets. They manage to, well, survive. They lose one of their men, but of course with the support of the sniper, they're not really going to have too big a deal or too much of an issue winning an engagement like that. Down to 2 men, they retreat. Pretty safe, not going to be too much problem. Right hand side, Gren, 3 men strong against combat engineers with 2 men. The snipers are moving in that direction. They're going to take some more shots and the Grens will lose the engagement. Combat engineers are still 4 men strong and the Gren squad is now down to 2 men. Does Don'tKnow react? Yes, he does. He instantly retreats. The sniper still has them in range. Could potentially pick up a retreating guy, but it looks like he's going to disengage and just allow them this time to survive. MG42 moving back out onto the field. Don'tKnow is setting up right in front of the approaching conscripts who do still have the sniper. Sniper takes a shot, gun goes down, and the MG is forced to retreat. Conscripts Ura behind the MG trying to pick it up, but, it's going to make it out of there. That's really not going to happen. But on the left-hand side, we do see that the Grens for Don'tKnow have gone for the cutoff. SturmTigerFrost has been disconnected from the right-hand side resources, and he no longer has relatively any income. At least none compared to Don'tKnow. I mean, 11 munitions to 47, 7 fuel to 26. Yeah, I mean, that's quite a chunk of difference there. Right-hand side, Grens engaging the combat engineers. Combat engineers finally down to 2 men, forced to retreat. Snipers getting harassed here by the Grens and the Pyos. Getting caught in very bad shape here. Down to 2 men. Will lose one of their men as they retreat. Can they pick up the remaining guy? It's pretty healthy. So it looks like it's going to make it out of there alive this time. SturmTigerFrost narrowly, well, not narrowly, I mean, but at least avoiding the avoiding tragedy, essentially. Pios and Grens do push up and are going to cap some territory. Now the sniper is going to need to get reinforced before he even thinks of going out. And that's going to take a while for it, although it is moving right now and it's not in range to get its replacement. I could potentially kill the sniper if he doesn't realize. Yeah, he does. Goes back up. Conscripts on the right, forcing the Pios to retreat. We have the Grens on the munitions, down to 2 men, but they're still holding strong and capturing points. Grens on the right-hand side, moving to the far edge and capturing the fuel. And Don'tKnow doing a great job at capturing the map. He has more than half the map right now in his possession. And we do see conscripts going on the far left-hand side to capture some points. These are going rather aggressively. It looks like they're going for the cutoff, but while that is a nice idea for Frost, it is ultimately a pointless endeavor because the center victory point is currently capped for Don'tKnow, which is still going to connect the left-hand side resources for Mr. Don'tKnow. So a valiant attempt for Frost, ultimately pointless. But well, there you go. Would have been better served just going to cap, going for the fuel right now, and forcing right now. Because yeah, you can see right there, the points are still connected. Right-hand side, we see the MG42 inside the shack, opening up against the conscripts as they approach. They are in heavy cover by the truck, so they're able to stay off suppression for a while. Sniper taking some shots into the house, down to 2 men on that MG42. MG42 probably going to have to pop out and get the hell out of there. No, going to take another shot from the sniper. And there goes the MG42, popping back out, down to 1 man, going to retreat. Will make it out of there alive. Seems unlikely that it'll be lost. Conscripts and Grens engaging on the left-hand side munitions. Conscripts down to 2 men. Sorry, Grens down to 2 men. Conscripts down to 4. The Pios move in to make the decision of the engagement, and both of the other squads retreat. Conscripts on the far left-hand side laying down some sandbags as they cap the point. Again, good things that you should do if you can. Don'tKnow has gotten himself tier 2. 222 coming out onto the field. Like I said, that was one of the changes that happened with the patch, and it no longer requires the upgrade. It comes already upgraded. Grens on the right-hand side retreating in the face of the sniper. 3 men strong. Will it pick up another guy? No, it misses as they're retreating. Conscripts will take some shots on the retreating men. May be able to pick up another guy. No, gets a little bit of health damage, but that's about it. Do we have a med bunker? We do have a med bunker, so the 3 guys will stay alive and get healed up. Far left-hand side, LMGs on the Grens. Don'tKnow is trying to flush out those conscripts in the sandbag by the fuel. Has more Grens moving in that direction, so he will be able to win the engagement. And the 222 should be coming out right now. There it is. So yeah, if you notice, it now has the autocannon by default. No longer is it going to have just the MG. And yeah, I think that's a nice little buff to it, I suppose. And yeah, there we go. Sorry. Trying to see if I can get some info on that. But anyways, Grens in the center retreating. Combat engineers, whoa, down to 1 man. Very low in health. Conscripts do help out on that and manage to keep it alive. More conscripts just moving around. The 222 moving over to the far right-hand side. It looks like it's going to go for the conscripts capturing the fuel. These conscripts do not have AT grenades. AT grenades have not been researched for Frost. Frost doesn't actually have anything back at base, not even medics. So his troops are coming out injured, which could eventually hurt him in the long run, but we'll see if it happens. Doctrine selection for Frost, and that is the shock motor heavy tactics, giving him access to the shock troops and the ISU. Remember, though, you can only field 1 of those at a time now, so you have to adjust it appropriately. 222, catching conscripts on the retreat, doing some extra health damage there, but oh, taking a nasty shot there by the AT gun that Frost fielded. He does have tier 2 unlocked, and a mine is, oh, barely skirts that mine, and actually wouldn't even detonate it as the Pios with the sweepers were nearby enough to be able to disable it, essentially. Sniper taking some more shots. Sniper has gotten 10 kills so far. Not the most amazing of snipers, but pretty good so far. I mean, it's doing work. Slowly but steadily. And, where was I looking for this? Oh, there we go. And the Grens moving up, capturing the center point. Right-hand side. Grens as well, capturing more. The MG set up right in the front of the base. The MG will eventually be flushed out, especially because of the sniper. Artillery barrage going down on top of the shack. The first shot misses, second shot flies, hits the house, kills one of the members, but they now exited, and the house will potentially collapse here as it Oh, conscript squad down to one man. Gets killed off. Unfortunate loss there for Frost, but he does still have 3 more conscript squads, so he's doing okay. Sniper trying to kill the approaching Grens. The Grens moving up and getting themselves annihilated there, down to one man, but gets killed off. So Don'tKnow returning the favor there and giving a squad to Frost very needlessly there. They didn't really need to do that. And yeah, game equalizes once again.
The enemy
Okay,
is taking our territory. Manufacturing capability has been increased.
Okay. Well, anyways, yeah, sorry about that. Just getting some info, making sure I remember what was that. And yeah, the 221 scout car was changed so that it now has the autocannon by default, but they increased the cost by 20 manpower and 5 fuel is the difference. So that might suck for people that liked to field it without the autocannon, but well, there you go.
Okay, that's the last one.
At least you're now saving munitions because you don't need to spend on that. Conscripts in the center munitions, laying the sandbag as they cap. Far left-hand side, combat engineers getting engaged by the 222. Shock troops on the field now for Frost. Tier 1 and Tier 2 are up, as we saw, obviously because of the AT gun. The shock troops get themselves right on top of the 222. Grenade goes off, doing a little bit of splash damage to the 222, but not enough. They're going to continue to pursue, maybe able to do some damage to it at close range, but the autocannon and MG will eventually wear them down. You can see it down to 4 men now. They try to move away, and now they're going to have to retreat. Far right-hand side, conscripts capping as Grens engage them. We do still have the sniper on the field. 18 kills and veterancy 2 has been acquired, so that's going to be just all that more deadly. And Pyos on the right-hand side. Conscripts Ura forward, get themselves inside the house. They want to deny it to the Pyos, and the sniper is out there in the open. Could take some shots at the Pyos, but it is being hunted right now by the 222, so it needs to kind of GTFO. 222 catches it. Will it kill the sniper? Sniper retreats. Catches one of the members out of position. Oh, takes a shot by the AT gun and gets abandoned. SturmTigerFrost having a nice little, oh, never mind. Had a bit of a precedent there, but it looks like the Grens may have actually been the ones to destroy it. There you go. Yeah, vehicle destroyed 1, so they decide to shoot their own vehicle. They don't want to leave it in the hands of the opponent, which is a sound decision. And well, now we shall see. Conscripts still hold up in the shack. We have Grens and Pyos still engaging them as they capture the munitions point. We now have Tier 3 down for Don'tKnow, and he's building himself a Panzer IV. And the rifle grenade goes off into the house, but the conscripts exit, pop back in, denying the cover. The shack up in the north has been collapsed as it took the rifles. Sniper, 1 man remaining, not actually deciding to reinforce. Very ballsy there by Frost. Does have medics on the field though, so he's able to field it at full strength. But yeah, the sniper now retreats, realizing, wait, I do not have my spotter here, so it makes it kind of difficult. MG getting researched for the Panzer IV. Conscript still moving around for Frost. Right hand side, shock troops as well. The Panzer IV is going to make its appearance right in the center. The MG not being researched just yet, or well, not fully researched yet. So the conscripts will have a chance to run away, essentially. Ooh. Main shot nailing 3 of the conscripts at once. Pretty nasty there. Conscript squad, 3 men remaining. Grens approaching, forced to retreat. And away they go. Oh, down to 1 man on the retreat. Barely makes it out of there. MG is set up in the center of the map. We have conscripts in sandbags trying to hold off against it. Sniper, 19 kills, veterancy 2 will help out against that, but very difficult. We have Don'tKnow all over the place, and he only has 4 Grand squads, but he seems to have the ability to make them feel like they're more because they're all over the place all the time. AT gun pushes up, takes a shot at the Panzer IV, it looked like, but it may have missed. as the Panzer IV just backs off and stays alive. Pio squad right on top of the mine. They are trying to clear it, but the conscripts are punishing them for it. They do lose one of their men, but they do end up clearing the mine and are forced to retreat, but the conscripts retreat as well. The sniper getting caught by the Panzer IV. Panzer IV could potentially eliminate it here. AT gun sets up to take a shot at the Panzer IV. Panzer IV moves. Gets hit in the rear armor by the AT grenade, but it does not get the crit on the engine. Shot flies from the AT gun, nails it in the front, down to about 3/4 health, but it stays alive. Or 2/3? Yeah, 2/3 health. Conscript squad in the north trying to capture that victory point that should by all rights be Frost's, but Don'tKnow is pushing very aggressively. SturmTigerFrost down to 260 point, while Don'tKnow sits comfortably at 469. 200 point lead, almost getting there to the halfway point for those victory points. Yeah, I mean, Frost is well, he's in a tough spot. Mortar on the field for Frost. It's an interesting decision. Not fully reinforced, but doesn't really matter, I guess. The extra men on that just make it so that it lives longer, because they don't really fight that well. Conscripts and combat engineers pushing to the right-hand side. LMG Gren backing off and trying to hold them off. We do still have that sniper. 24 kills now. Now we see a second Panzer IV getting fielded for Don'tKnow. At this point, I suppose that the ISU is really what Frost needs. But, well, one, he doesn't have the command points or the fuel for it, and it's going to be a while before he even gets the command points for that. So, not sure if he can hold off with just one AT gun against two Panzer IVs. He's going to have to do something else. We'll see if something else actually happens. Conscripts in the center, capturing some points. Shocker from the left-hand side, capturing as well. The 222 went down. Oh yeah, we saw it over here. It went down and then got shot by the by its own Gren squad. So we don't need to look into that anymore. Well, not anymore at all. Right-hand side, Gren's forced to retreat by the sniper. Sniper, 27 kills. Feeling pretty good about itself. MG42 setting up across the hedge. Conscripts catching it as it tries to set up. Manages to get a burst off in suppression. Panzer IV right on top of the conscript will do a lot of damage if they don't retreat. They're pretty clumped up. Pinned down on the conscript squad. Shot flies. Oh, it misses, so the conscripts stay alive. And now they retreat. AT grenade does go off on the Panzer IV. The conscripts managing to snare it as it did get shot by the AT gun, bringing it down below 75% strength. AT gun now getting circle strafed here by a very, very slow Panzer, but it's getting flanked now by a second Panzer IV. Like I said, it's going to be very difficult for Frost to deal with this. Does have the potential there to take down the lead Panzer IV, down to 2 men. Can he pick up a kill? No, he does not. Loses the AT gun, and the conscripts are forced to retreat. Sniper out of the field as well, and the AT gun is there for the taking for Don'tKnow. So Frost in very bad shape. Second AT gun getting produced for him, but the Panzer IV is just going all the way into the base. Now decides against it. He's gonna exercise a bit more caution, and yeah, it's gonna be tough here for Frost. Conscript squad does throw an AT grenade at the Panzer IV, manages to get crit on the engine. AT gun now built, coming out onto the field, but Panzer IV is backing off, and it has the support of a Gren squad in front of it, although Grens are getting ordered there. And won't be able to get the kill. Center map, the other Panzer IV is getting repaired at about half strength now. I believe if you repair above 75%, the engine damage goes away, right? If I'm not mistaken. Gren on the right-hand side gets brought down to 1 man because of the mortar. Forced to retreat. Mortar, 2 kills to its name, so maybe it wasn't the mortar at the end there. And the AT gun moves up to capture the point. 219 points left for Frost. Again, 461 for Don'tKnow. So he is very, very nice and comfortable there. Sniper taking some more shots. 29 kills to its name. Veteran 2-3 acquired, and the Grens are forced to retreat. Veteran 2-3 improves rate of fire even more, so makes the Soviet snipers pretty damn good. Grenade going off on a Gren squad on the left-hand side. Killing only one of its members, but forcing the retreat, and the shock troops are going to be capturing some points. Conscripts pushing forward. The AT gun was left there alone. Surprising decision there for Don'tKnow. I mean, he should have at least destroyed it. If he wasn't going to take it, if he had Panzer IVs around, he could have easily just taken some shots and destroyed the weapon while it was being repaired. Risky potentially, but you know, now Frost has 2 AT guns that he can utilize against him, and I mean, that's not gonna be an easy thing to deal with anymore. So Don't Know potentially giving Frost the breathing room that he needs. Shock Troop Squad forced to retreat from the left-hand side by the Panzer IV. Gonna get some heals and reinforcing going. This AT gun needs a little bit of reinforcing itself. It is near tier 2. Again, one of the pro reasons to get your tech building as far forward on your base as you can, because it allows you to reinforce further out. But obviously it is more vulnerable to that. But I mean, that's very nice placement behind the hedge, very close to the edge of the base. But oh, there you go. So Panzer IV going for a harass there. The AT gun's managing to inflict a lot of damage to it, but the Panzer IV goes for a drive-by and manages to stay alive. Shock Troop Squad does take some damage there. A lot of damage, actually, there. Well, no, it doesn't look like a lot of damage. It may have not been reinforced just yet. But the Panzer IV makes it out of there and stays alive. We do have the second Panzer IV engaging combat engineers in the center. And, ow. Got something in that. And on the right-hand side, MG, Grens, everything all over the place, just capturing more territory. And Don't Know, just putting the pressure on. As SturmTigerFrost has been bled to less than 200. 189 points left for him. And again, the timer is ticking. And so are the victory points, because he's about to get triple capped. LMG in the center. MG42 supporting as well. Conscripts forced to retreat. So what exactly is he waiting for? Is he just waiting for that ISU? I mean, he's about to get the fuel. Well, not about to, but he's close to getting the fuel. Doesn't have nearly enough manpower, but I don't see any tech coming, so I guess that's what he's waiting. Oh well, we shall see. Left-hand side, shock troops back on the field, going to be capturing some more territory as much as they can. Panzer IVs now with fully repaired engines need to get some additional repairs themselves as they are severely damaged, but not out of it just yet. Conscripts pushing into the center, managing to capture the northern victory point and going for the center victory point. Right-hand side, the MG42 trying to stop the approaching infantry. Sniper is on the field, going to take some shots. 35 kills to its name. Sniper managing to kill the gunner, and the remaining men are going to retreat. Very healthy men, so they're going to make it out of there alive. The MG is veterancy 2, so you don't really want to lose veterancy if at all possible. And conscripts on the right are going to recapture some territory for now. AT guns moving out, making sure that those Panzer IVs can't really just roll over everything. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of my point. That second assault there with the Panzer IVs should have done a lot more damage, because Frost shouldn't have had 2 AT guns, right? Lead Troops Doctrine selected for Don't Know. He ends up utilizing the troop training. Not sure on what. Maybe his Panzer IVs? Second Panzer IV up in the base, trying to get the kill on the sniper. Sniper down to 1 man. Stays alive. Plays a little bit of ring around the HQ. Yes, I said HQ. And the AT guns are trying to go on the hunt for that Panzer IV. Maybe able to catch it as it moves away, but there is a Grand Squad in the way. So they need to maybe not do that. Smoke barrage on top of the infantry, making it so that the Panzer IV can't shoot at the reinforcing troops. Or at least not see them. You can still shoot at them if you target ground, I suppose, but you know, makes it difficult to hit. And Grens are pushing straight into the center, engaging the men of the AT guns. Managing to not kill too much and actually lose a couple men themselves. Grand Squad forced to retreat. Center map, we do still have that MG42. It's now capping that center point. 149 points left for Frost. I mean, can Frost turn this around somehow? Well, I mean, I suppose it's going to have to be up to that ISU. He is about to get the required fuel, and he's halfway, a little bit more than halfway for the manpower. So he's going to have to wait around a while. But I guess that's what he needs. Don't Know is pretty comfortable right now. He does have the Tiger Ace almost available. Obviously needs the manpower, but he's a quarter of a command point away from being able to get that. And if Frost doesn't have anything to deal with that one, dealing with 2 Panzer IVs and a Tiger Ace seems almost impossible at this stage. AT guns moving back, gonna get themselves reinforced. They're gonna move out without getting healed up too much. Conscripts moving out, all in force on the right hand side. We do still have that sniper all throughout the game. 39 kills to it, so it'll probably get 40 before the end. But Don'tKnow has gone a little bit passive and has his troops back as they got reinforced and healed up. And is currently heading out. One of the Grens is missing one of its members. Not sure why, but well, it happens sometimes. And Grens on the left-hand side, gonna try to recover some territory and start gaining ground on Frost. But a little bit of a passive situation here. We see a flare going off somewhere. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Flare going off into the center here for Don'tKnow. Expecting enemy troop movements around here as nobody's currently pushing. Sniper getting caught by the Grens, forced to retreat down to 1 man. Oh, gets picked up there by the Gren squad. Almost snipers by themselves, and down goes the sniper squad for Frost. Ooh, it's not looking very good. Gren squad on the right hand side getting caught by 3 conscripts at the same time. Manages to barely make it out of there. We have the second Gren squad. And finally we have the call-in of the ISU. Desperately needed here for Frost. Can he turn the game around with this? Well, I mean, it does obviously kill a lot of infantry, so maybe could potentially get some shots on that Gren squad and get some kills. Needs to be, of course, supported there by those AT guns so that it does not get flanked there. So we now have the required manpower for Don'tKnow, and oh, there he goes. He actually calls in the Tiger Ace. So Tiger Ace comes into the field just as the ISU hits the field as well. ISU may be able to contend with this with the 2 AT guns, but with the Panzer IVs, it seems very difficult for Frost. We'll see what happens here. Grant's engaging the conscripts, close range, but they do have the sandbags in their possession. Shot flies, down goes the sandbag, and the Grens are completely exposed. Panzer IVs coming up for a flank. We see 2 Panzer IVs on each side. Cruise shot going down on the ISU. The AT guns trying to take some shots at the approaching vehicles. Cross themselves around, unable to really do much, and they are going to do that. Frost says, yeah, Ace, that's a kill tank. Yeah, I mean, the Ace is one of those potentially frustrating things that can turn a game around completely when you don't expect it, but that is part of the game and not a lot of thing we can do. So, down goes the ISU, and with that, any hope of victory for Frost. A little bit of banter and name calling here as Frost throws in the towel after losing, well, pretty much everything that he needed to survive, and there goes the game. So it's nice to know that the Ace is still as popular as ever. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the game. If you have any positive or negative remarks, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. If you have any replays you want to send me, go ahead and send them to the email that I will put in the description. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.